Yellow. Video capture device. What's going on? Why is there no camera? There we go. Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing a Montu mixtape game with Montu, Pocoyo, Keith. Opening pack. Winter's Resting Keeper, whatever. Wood Collector is pretty good. Dairy Queen good? I don't know if Dairy Queen's good. When you close at least 2 stables with a build fences action, you get 2 animals of the same type. Okay, kind of weird. I could just first pick Church Warden here. But am I taking Wood Collector over Church Warden? Probably not, right? Probably I'm first picking Church Warden over Wood Collector. I don't need anybody else to know about Church Warden. I'm not actually sure what the stats say on that. Yeah, quite a weak pack. Not terrible, but just a little weak. So with Church Warden, I'm a lot lower on Organized Handyman because if I grow a bunch, lots of opportunities to play minor improvement actions. I think Banana Worker is quite fun. There's also this Farm Overseer here. So I passed 2 Cares About Stables cards, right? The one with the fence 2 stables, and then I also passed Stable Master. So there's a little bit of a stables thing here. There's also Philosopher for early Reno, but usually don't want to do an early Reno with Church Warden. I think I'm going to take Banana Worker over Organized Handyman. I think the odds that I want to play 3 minors with Organized Handyman, like Banana Worker is quite good, right? Because you could play minors in round 1 that you couldn't play otherwise, for example. I think it's better than Organized Handyman in this particular situation. You know what? I don't hate Chairman here. Chairman playing Church Warden and Banana Worker, and then I can play a 3 occupation minor in round 2. Not terrible. Member of a co-op. So I mean that's probably just my pick with Church Warden in the game, right? Right? Just plain member of a co-op. I think Chairman could be fun though. Oh, Beekeeper. Another stable card. Baroness. You may immediately rent a clay house to stone, saving 1 resource for each scoring category where you score 4. Got Tile Maker. Man, I think Appraiser is fun, but doesn't seem like it's all that good. Stable Hand here. I don't think I'm ever taking Stable Hand over Beekeeper. Honestly, I think it's pretty unlikely I play Beekeeper here. But whatever. Maybe I play it. Maybe I play it. Maybe I get enough actions I want to play it. Just seems unlikely. Ugh. I'm really gonna have to fight. I was up pretty early. I am a wee bit jet lagged. A wee bit. Oh, also costume. I encourage people to suggest costumes for Halloween this year. Agricola themed. And yeah, I'll pick one and we'll do it on stream. Wear it on stream. What was the coolest building? In Strasbourg, there's this massive cathedral. That's pretty cool. I don't hate dentist here. Don't hate dentist with 5 wood coming here. I don't hate dentist. The problem is the timing. Because I want to play member of a co-op in stage 2. I want to play Banana Worker. Well, I don't know when I want to play Banana Worker until I see my minors, but I might want to play it in around stage 1. Beekeeper, most of the time you play Beekeeper stage 1. I want to play Church Warden in the first 5 rounds. So, do I really want to play Church Warden, Dentist, and Beekeeper? That's kind of asking a lot. Do I want Winter's Rest Innkeeper? Have 3 different ways to play minors and have 0 desire to ever take the start player space? I think I take Dentist here. Not sure I actually play it, but wow, Organized Handyman came back too. These guys really I think are really undervaluing the Stonehouse cards, or the occupations that play minors. I've generally been quite impressed by them. I think I take Cattle Breeder though. I think Organized Handyman is not that good in this hand. Alright, maybe I play Chairman. I'm pretty happy, like, if you're picking up Chairman as your 7th Ock, like, you're not unhappy with that because there's a chance that you have the kind of hand where Chairman is good. And you just, picked it up 7th. Larder. You have to already have a cooking improvement for larder. Okay. So that makes it quite a bit weaker. Do I want Iron Oven with no grain support yet? Not really. This Loom? This might be Loom. Nothing here is really good with Banana Worker. That's the other thing I'm looking for. I guess Coal Pit. Coal Pit, Day Labor, second action, round 2. But, pretty unexciting if that's what I'm taking here. I think I take Lube over Coal Pit. Yeah. Not too excited about that opening pack. But yeah, coolest building. Probably the one I was most impressed by was the cathedral in Strasbourg, which is huge. And the reason that it was so cool is because you get off the train station in Strasbourg and you're walking through, and it's this very pretty old town, and you're walking through alleys, and it's all pedestrian traffic, and the alleys are like pretty close together, and then they're also pretty tall, so like you're kind of surrounded by these buildings, and they're cool. And Guildmaster's Bank. I don't really care about Guildmaster's Bank. Sculptor's Son is fine, but I mean, if Montu wants to go all in on Sculptor's Son, like he already like whatever, like it's fine. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, what's cool about it is like you're walking and it's all these cool old buildings and stuff, and the architecture is really neat. Then you come around the corner and you haven't been able to see the cathedral, and you come around the corner. It's this massive cathedral. It's so big, it's unbelievable, and that was really cool. That was very impressive. But yeah, so that was really neat. I mean, the architecture in Paris is really cool. And you just have like neat buildings everywhere there, like the Opera House, and even like the Louvre is very cool, and Versailles is just absurd. But I also saw like an old castle that is like it's ruins, but you could actually like what's unusual is you could actually like walk in and amongst it and climb around it and stuff. So that was pretty neat, actually being able to do that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think the cathedral in Strasbourg was that definitely stood out. Is it just me or is this draft taking forever? We're 21 minutes in, and oh no, that's not true. Because, yes, never mind, that's not true. We're not 21 minutes in. Only 13. 12. I was going to say. We're 21 minutes in, and I only have one minor improvement. That's going to be a long day. Long day. Oh, I forgot to post on Discord. Better do that. All right, finally. So this is the reason why I think cards like Banana Worker are fun. I haven't even read Home Zoo yet, but I just see a wood and a clay, and I'm like, this card can hold up to one sheep, one boar, one cattle. Only place animals here when you receive them from accumulation spaces. They do not participate in the breeding phase. During the last harvest, you may exchange animals here for one bonus point each. We've got cooking corner here. We've got Shepherd's Kitchen. Yeah, Shepherd's Kitchen with Banana Worker seems pretty good. Um, the awkward thing is all the stables I expect to get built this game. But yeah, seems like Home Zoo seems pretty good, right? The problem with home zoos, you have to specifically receive them from accumulation spaces. So you can't breed a cattle, put it there, and then turn it into a point. You have to explicitly take that. So this means you have to take animals twice, which can be fine, but it's not something you always want to do. I think Shepherd's Kitchen is pretty good. And especially since I just picked Loom. Cut Willows seems like a pretty good round one play with Banana Worker, right? Because you're going to take wood a lot of times. Yep. And with cut willows here, it pretty much puts me on building 2 wood rooms and then getting my third family or third growth with member of a co-op. Because now with cut willows, banana worker, church warden, I can be pretty confident that I can make enough wood. Ooh, rock pyramid here. Obviously, I can't play it, but it's a card to note considering there were some Stonehouse Reno cards in the draft. Meadow. Feels bad that I didn't take that zoo card, right? Feels bad. I think what I'm taking here is Canoe. I actually quite like Canoe here. A couple of reasons I like Canoe. It means there's really no rush. So, like, okay, so I have the Shepherd's Kitchen, but I kind of feel like I don't want to rely on getting the sheep, knowing about how many cards are in the draft that. Do I speculate on Strawberry Patch here? With no way to get vegetables and no plows? I guess. Sorry. So what? So okay. So what I'm thinking about this game really is the kind of game where all I want to care about in the first little while is taking wood and reed and food. Like that's and family growth thing. That's all I care about. I guess playing Ox too, because like I kind of want to play church warden, banana worker, member of a co-op, beekeeper, and dentist all in the first 2 stages. So that's like a lot of food, right? So I kind of like Canoe because Canoe gets me reed for my second room, right? That you get 2 reed out of Canoe, and that makes it a lot easier to build the second room. Also, Dentist is the kind of card that like can't feed you on its own, but if you can supplement it with other stuff like Beekeeper and like Canoe, then it can go a lot farther. Um, don't think I want ladder here. Let's take the home zoo. Just so I'm not passing it to the meadow player. I guess the thing to remember about home zoo is that you don't have to return them, right? I can keep if my only boar is here, I can just keep that boar. To be clear, you're only concerned with taking wood, taking reed, building roots, family. Yeah, only those things. That's right. Yeah. There's no way I'm playing crop crab. I'll take prize winning sheep here. But what I mean is like I don't care about Reedstone food at all. I don't care about playing major improvements. I don't care about plowing. I don't care about clay, right? Like I can just take the best at like I take the good wood actions when it's there. I probably take 2 reed if it's there. And then otherwise I can go after I'm happy to play occupations. Like I kind of just like all the good actions. Like that what I'm trying to communicate is this hand just kind of likes all the good actions except for clay and reedstone food. And those have clay's not very contested, but like reedstone food's very contested. And I know Sculptor's Son is in the game, so there might be um and I'm have Montu in the game, so I might not get reedstone food very much. But just like really, really, my first priority in almost every single round is taking the best wood action and playing occupations. Yeah, doing everything, and playing minors. Like cut willows, I like the idea of cut willows round 1. That seems like a lot of fun to me. Cut willows into a 2 wood action seems like a lot of fun. It's also part of why I think cards like Banana Worker are pretty underrated. Seems like a game where taking one sheep is straight up viable. Yeah, yeah, it could be Northern Watch. I don't think I will. I think my canoe means that I don't actually care about getting the sheep that early. Like, I agree. I was thinking along the same lines, Northern Watch, except that this canoe cut willows is making me kind of think, you know what? I could just pick up Loom late in the game. I don't need to pick it up that early. Now I hear Ari at the door. I'll go let her in after Keith does his move. What's up, Keith? What is up, Keith? I think I play expensive Ock before I play Reedstone Food. I think this hand just is actually not that interested in Reedstone Food. It doesn't need a stone for a long time. This hand doesn't need a stone for like a really long time. Seems like we've lost Keith. Yeah, I think I'd take expensive Ock over Reedstone Food. Perpetual student for Pocoyo, yeah. So occupation actually will probably be pretty contested. So this is pay a wood, right? Cut Willow says pay a wood. Is dentist pay a wood? Place, no. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it is. The idea is like it's not exactly a payment. It's like a bankroll. Like you have to actually stock it up. Um. Hmm. Well, these actions kind of stink. I really want to play a minor improvement here. Like I think my best action is actually a minor improvement, and I really don't want to take one clay. I'm gonna take one wood here. Yeah, this is ugly, but I think I take one wood here. It's kind of a two wood action with cut willows, but like with Shepherd's Kitchen, I really just have no interest in the two clay. Also, all of the stable cards that I know are in the game. Not Day Labor, no. I actually, so with cards like Canoe and Dentist, I think Day Labor is actually really terrible. Because a Day Labor action that's not getting me a read, you know, I think is pretty bad. And then the Wood lets me do stuff like play Dentist. And also I have Beekeeper. Like, I'm really not interested in Day Labor here. I'm much more interested in getting Canoe out, for example. Like, I think there's a pretty reasonable chance that my second action is start player canoe, right? Like, if I play beekeeper into start player canoe, that's something that I could do here for sure. Let's see what Keith does. Keith might take 2 reed. And if he takes 2 reed, I have the choice between cheap ock and 3 wood. What are you doing? I'm not going to let you under there. Oh, you got to stay here. Could also just play Church Warden. But I think I play Beekeeper over Church Warden. Can you chill? You gotta chill. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and play Canoe here. Wood from here, wood from Cut Willows. Grab this plus FR. One wood is one wood, but when you combine it with Church Warden. Does Montu have Village Well? Oh, he takes 3 wood over Reedstone Food. Interesting. Interesting. I expect Pocoyo is playing Cheap Ock here. And then Keith is probably on Reedstone Food. And then I will... Am I playing Church Warden here? I'm probably not playing Church Warden. I can play Church Warden. The problem with playing Church Warden, though, is that then I also have to play... I want to play Dentist, but I can't play Dentist without any wood here. Could play Member of a Co-op, though, just in case Family Growth flips. But then that means I'm, like, forced into a very specific line to get Dentist out next round, which I don't love. I think I'm mostly just hoping that Family Growth doesn't flip in... I should read this. I didn't bother to read it. 2 stables, yeah. We've also got Stable Hand for Pocoyo. So Pocoyo could have some stuff. What are you doing over there? So my action quality this round was pretty poor. 3 food, 2 wood was pretty poor. But I think it's okay because I'm doing my setup here. He just got screwed by perf. I mean, there were enough cares about stable cards in the game that if you have Perpetual Student, that it's probably a reasonable play. Playing dentist here. Uh, love to wheel 2 reed or 3. Well, 3 wood would be the best, but 2 reed would be fine. And if I get 2 reed back, I think about trying to double build. Montu Hut Builder. Yeah, I actually think Montu maybe. Well, I don't know. He could have done. He didn't have to take the 3 wood last round. He could have played Auk because Auk is actually very hot this game. Could play Churchwarden. Second action? No. No. The occupation space is very hot this game. Very hot this game. So I'd love to get 2 reed back here. And Keith playing day labor. Sorry, 3 wood, not 2. 3 wood is better than 2 reed here. For show. So I collect the food from dentist. I'm gonna pay a wood to dentist. So there's a world where I don't pay a wood to dentist because then I'd be able to build after 1 read action. But I mean, I want to take wood. I'm gonna have to take wood. Monty's building in front of me, anyways. So I pay 2 food because I get food from B and a food from dent, and then I put a wood onto dent. So if Family Growth flips in 5, I'll be a bit sad losing out on the wood from Churchwarden because I'll want to play member of a. Do I want to play member of a co-op round 5, or do I need to play member of a co-op round 5? So Pocoyo's not moved towards building at all, but Keith has, and Montu played Hut Builder, so we know Montu's growing twice, and we know Keith's growing once. And when I play Churchwarden, right, I'm gonna play Churchwarden. Which, even if member of co-op activates in 13, right? Yeah, I could maybe still play Churchwarden round 5. Because it does have to be my 5th family member. Like, I don't want it to be my 4th. I do absolutely want it to be my 5th. I think I play Churchwarden. Do I play Churchwarden over 4 wood? That doesn't seem like it's correct. I'm supposed to take 4 wood over Churchwarden. Also, 4 sheep here. Montu could pretty easily just build a fireplace here. Because, yeah, Pocoyo and I are not threatening his build. So Montu can pretty easily build in 6. Or build with his second move, at least. I quite like building the fireplace here as Montu. If he doesn't, I could fence. I could fence. The reason I think fence is okay is because the only way that I grow before Montu is if family growth is in 7. Oh, no, Pocoyo built the cooking hearth. I'm dumb. I totally miss Pocoyo had a cooking hearth. Whoops. Oh. 3 read is amazing. Am I getting 3 read here? I'm getting 3 read here. 3 read is absolutely amazing. Triple build? I think triple build is an option, especially with that 3 read. Is it 1 wood off per room? No, it's per action. Yeah. I can't discount on multiple things. But if I have a bunch of moves, like partial fencing is good, and like building 2 rooms and then a third room later is good, and oh, fence overseer. Fence overseer plus stable hand is not really that good. I don't think I don't think these two are very good together. Wow, Keith gets to pick up the 6 wood here when family growth doesn't flip. Hmm. Montu cannot stable block. Keith can stable block. Does Keith ever stable block here? I don't think Keith ever stable blocks here. He gets a cow, yeah. But him stable blocking doesn't help him that much. He used Cut Willow to pay trip to the lake harpooner. I'd have to look at the text on them, Fofo. If it says pay or exchange, I would say yes. Yeah. So yeah, there was harpooner in the draft. Let's see. It is possible Keith builds 2 stables, but oh man, we're paying so slowly, and then we're changing, which is also slowing things down. Pocoyo reading chat. You reading chat, Pocoyo? Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Reading chat, Imba. Moment of truth. Yeah, I didn't think Keith was gonna stable block me. First growth after this setup is pretty amazing. Yeah, I agree, Northern Watch. I'm sad seeing first growth just because, or late growth, just because it's a church warden game. I played a family growth with room 3 times, but getting first growth here is, yeah, pretty good. Because my feeding is pretty well set up, right? Like I'm already getting this harvest, I generate 3 food in it. I have canoe in play, which is getting me like I take canoe one. I take fishing one more time, and like that's like all the food I need for the rest of the game. I'll eventually take a random sheep and put it on my house on my zoo thing, and that's like a bunch. That's like another 4 food. Like the way I'm looking at canoe is giving me the food to play occupations with, as well as to feed like my fourth and fifth family member. But like I'm just gonna with the dentist thing, I'm just gonna generate enough food for like a dentist plus beekeeper. I'm just making a lot of making enough food for like a pretty long part of the game. So let's see. So Montu's growing twice. Let's assume Pocoyo builds, and let's assume Keith grows once. If I miss Montu's first growth, then Montu's so then for member of a co-op, I hit on Montu's second growth, Keith's growth, Pocoyo's growth, and family growth without room in 13. So that lets me member of a co-op in 13 at the latest, which would let me take 6 clay here, which seems like a pretty efficient action. The alternative is play member of a co-op here, which is the safer play if Pocoyo doesn't grow. But it seems clear to me that Pocoyo looks like Pocoyo is actually going to build second action. Build and get a stable here. So I get 2 food, 2 dent, bee, feed 5, wood 2 dent. So obviously Keith taking fishing makes me a tiny bit sad, but like not really. I probably get 5 food traveling players next round. So and I'm totally fine with first move traveling players. The other thing to do there would have been to take the 2 sheep, because that would give me the food to play an Auk in round 8 without taking other food. But not too worried about that. Six clay was not in the early game plan. I mean, the nice thing about this hand not caring about when I get clay is that it lets me take an efficient clay action when it's available. Like I don't need it. I don't need it at a particular time, right? What's nice about this is that I didn't need the clay here. I took it because it's a good clay action. And now I have the option of building a clay room instead of a wood room. Probably probably most of the time um probably most of the time I don't do that, and I build another wood room because the wood rooms are fairly cheap. Pocoyo is going to start player and plays Clay Pit. So you've got Coal Pit and Clay Pit in the game. And Keith is going to take the 6 wood, and I get the 5 food. Keith passes me the 6 wood. That would be nice. But yeah, otherwise, aside from taking 5 food and playing member of a co-op, my next mini goal is making sure that I'm able to start player and grow 5th. Make sure that I get back in the family growth queue. So probably play, maybe, it makes me kind of want to play Church Warden here. But I guess I can build next round. It doesn't have to come here. It can come next round. I guess the worry is Keith could first move build. Keith could build and build 2 stables next round to get his growth in 10. And then I'd have to grow in 10 and get start player, which Montu, because I'd be fighting with Montu for growth in 11. So there is a world where I skip on member of a co-op to play Church Warden and build this round. So if I skip a member of a co-op here, then presumably Keith builds again. I get both. I hit on both of Keith's growth, Montu's 4th, and family growth without room in 13. It's getting pretty dicey because if Keith doesn't build again, and if family growth doesn't flip in, if family growth flips in 13, then I could get screwed. Hmm. 3 sheep. Keith is 100% building. Yeah, I do think Keith is building, right? He's going to get a second cattle with his stable milker, right? So if I want to grow, if I want to build, I have to build this round, which pretty much exactly means Church Warden into build. So yeah, it does mean the member of the co-ops comes a bit later, but Bonanza, what does this do? Take stone, you get a grain. I think I'm taking the sheep here. I think now is when I'm taking the sheep. One goes to one place, one goes to my loom, and the thing that's like a little important is that it lets me play Shepherd's Kitchen. And also I get one of the wood actions back. So yeah, I think it's the move. So it's like taking a point and 4 food is the way I'm looking at it. Point and 4 food is a fine move here. Plus it enables my family growth, start player into family growth, so. Ooh, Akir for Pocoyo. Can I afford to play member of a co-op? Do I have the food for that? So I get a food from Beekeeper, I get a food from Loom. I get 3 food from Dentist. I get 5. I can afford to pay 2 food for Knock here. Oh man, but only just barely. But yeah, remember a co-op has to come out here. Maybe it's better that it just doesn't come out, but I don't know. I think it's supposed to come out here. So 3 food from Dentist, Loom B, and a food to feed 6. Put another wood on Dentist. That's probably the last wood that goes to the dentist. Probably. Not sure co-op is worth it. If I had more miners still that I really wanted to take start player for the Church Warden, I'd agree. The thing is, I think the family growth queue is contested enough that I think it's okay. Like, we know Montu's growing in 12. We know Keith is growing in 10. And we suspect if family growth flips in 12, family growth will get hit in 12 and 13. And if that's not the case, then I think we're going to see Keith build again still. Right? Because Keith wants to build another 2 stables for his milking stool guy. Go ahead and play Shepherd's Kitchen here. Oh, and Montu builds. Whoa. Montu just built. Whoa. Okay, well that makes me a lot more confident that my actually that means Montu's competing with me for growth and regular growth in 13. Uh-oh. Means Montu and I are fighting for regular growth in 13. Fortunately, any player other than Montu taking start player gets me growth in 13. So I definitely like playing canoe. Definitely like taking fishing here. And then I think I'm just taking 3 wood. Wonder if Pocoyo has tile maker. Or I wonder if anyone took tile maker. It's possible it fell out of the draft. Would 2 boar be worth it? No, I think I'd take one cattle over 2 boar. No, you know what? I see what you're saying. I eat the sheep. You know what? 2 boar is not a bad move. I was going to take fishing. 2 boar would not be bad at all. But I think I don't take 2 boar because I think there's a chance I get wheel them in the next round. I think there's a chance. I actually no, that's not likely. Montu doesn't care about the animals, but Pocoyo and Keith both would. Yeah, Pocoyo is probably taking the 2 boar here. I think there's a world where I take 1 cattle, but I think I'm just gonna fish here instead because fishing also lets me family growth next round. I think the more interesting question is what am I taking from prize winning sheep? Am I taking a stone or a wood? Stone helps me get to a stone house. Wood helps me fence a bit earlier. I think I get a stone here. What do you guys say? Wood seems safer. Tile maker might come out. It's a good point. Nobody's renoed yet. Nobody renoing yet. Hmm. Yeah, I'll take wood. Odds of rock pyramids 16%. I think it's quite a bit lower than that. I think it's quite a bit lower than that, Ralocran. So presumably Pokio is taking the 2 cattle here, and if they don't, Keith is. So I might get the 4 wood back here. 4 wood and fence seems like a good idea. Because then I can't breed the sheep. I kind of want to leave myself the option of stable blocking Keith as well. Like, just having the option of stable blocking Keith in 12 after Pokio or Keith start player, just to guarantee myself that family growth action in 13. Always believe something amazing is about to happen. Oh, so Keith just built 2 stables. Okay. All right. Breaking up my fencing action. No, I definitely want to break up my fence action in order to watch. I agree. Because Cut Willows it actually has more wood on it than I need. But yeah, I agree. Breaking up my fence action is a good idea. And I think Cut Willows is just going to be like, hey, do I want to pay a wood for a stable late in the game? Like, that's a thing that I might want to do. Oh, Pocoyo's fencing here. Ah, yes, fencing, and then stable hand activates the fence overseer. There you go. Okay, so no fence, so plow. Plow's fine. Keith's playing farm overseer. So does Keith have a plow? Does Keith have like the crooked plow or something, and he's gonna plow a whole bunch at once? Also, I'm deliberately not renovating here. Um, since I'm unlikely to get to stone. I want to I don't want to help Montu get to stone. I want Montu to have to reno here, which I mean maybe he wants to anyways, but I want Montu to have to reno. Yeah, but he did only get one B. He only got one stable. Because the first stable, no. He had two already. No, he had two already. No, it's okay. He had two fences already. I was so sure that Pocoyo had two stables already. Because he took the free stable from stable hand and it was sitting here. I'm quite sure. I mean, let's look at the VOD. He got a free one from the first action. He declined the extra stable. I don't think he declined it. I'm pretty sure he didn't decline it. I thought I just checked at the start of the round and he had it. Let's look. Fortunately, we can actually just look at this right now. Let's see. Also, this is very painful how long it's taking. This game's already going slowly. Yeah, he had two stables at the start of this round. Pocoyo was 100% correct. Pocoyo was 100% correct, and Montu and Keith are confusing him. Yeah. Yeah, his first fence action, he built a stable, oversaw, and then got a free stable from stable hand. So he had one fence stable, one unfenced stable. Then he fenced three. Uh, Ooh, did Montu just start player Steel Plow? He might have just start player Steel Plow. He did. So we need to block Montu from getting a plow action. We have to do whatever we can to keep Montu from getting a plow action here, which is difficult. He didn't grow in 11. I grew in 11. But yeah, member of a co-op is really backfiring for me here. Super backfiring for me here. Yeah, Montu building in 10 was very unexpected. Oh, I never fed. I should feed. Um, 4 food dent, 1 food loom, 1 food bee, pay another, wood 2 dent. I'll put 1 last wood on dentist. So I had to pay 1 only because I needed to feed 7. I'll plow here. I should read Farmer's Son. What's this one do? Yeah. Farmer's Son doesn't work with Fence Overseer Stable Hand. These cards kind of don't really go all that well together. Yeah. Montu building that room messed me up. Really messed me up. Yeah. I did my math totally wrong. This member of a co-op was a terrible play. Member of a co-op was a really terrible play by me. Now we have to hope that Monty doesn't get his plow action. If Monty gets his plow action, he probably wins. I'll still grow in 14, yeah, but then I don't get the Church Warden points. I need the Church Warden points here. If I don't get the Church Warden points, I've really screwed up. But if we can pressure Reno and Fence, we might be able to get Montu to have to choose one or the other, right? Because Pocoyo is renovating here, and then I like let's say I first move Plow, second move Reno next round. Most likely Montu would Reno second move, most likely. But yeah, if we can pressure Montu. If we can keep him from stone, if we can keep him from stone and plow, like obviously he struggles, but yeah, I played Church Warden, yeah. Yeah. I think Church Warden was fine. I think member of a co-op was my mistake. I think member of a co-op was a pretty huge blunder. Oh, Keith took the boar. That's annoying. I wanted those boar. Am I taking a cattle and then playing cattle breeder after fencing? Guess I could do that. The problem is it gives me a cattle that I don't really need, right? It gets me to my 5th cattle, which I'm not really interested in my 5th cattle. The other thing to do would be to take 3 wood here. I think I fence. Save a wood. Spend a cut willow. Should I fence 10 then? I should probably just fence 10. Well, the reason I wanted to fence down here like this was because I wanted to fence big. Yeah, no, I think I'm okay. Fence 7. I should have decided this already. Yeah, not getting a member of co-op in time was a problem. Actually, I just needed so much wood. I knew I needed a lot of wood. I needed even more wood than I thought. Occupation being as hot as it was has been a pain. For sure. Occupation's been relatively hot, which is a pain. So, yeah, cattle breeder plus cattle, I suppose. Or do I take vegetable because I want to get plow sow next round? I want to start taking crops. Not a bad idea. Breeding the cattle is a lot less good when I have no way to eat them. And when I might get 2 cattle on my second action next round. It's possible. Maybe not likely, but it's possible. So I could take vegetable 2 wood here. Yeah. I think I do that. Should have another cut willow thing, but it doesn't matter. Not enough actions left to spend wood on. Montu has like no wood. Yeah. The thing is, this game is bad enough, like everybody's low scoring enough, that I think it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm dumb. Montu can plow here. He didn't have to first move family growth. I'm dumb. He didn't have to first move family growth. That's right. Yeah, no, I think the game's low scoring enough that it doesn't matter if Montu doesn't get any fences. Now, if he doesn't have any fences and doesn't get to stone, maybe. Maybe in that case he's struggling enough. So I'm pretty sure Montu has to Reno here, right? Pretty sure Montu has to Reno here. So then Pocoyo or Keith start playing gets me Reno. But all 3 of them want a Reno. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to Reno then. And just play no improvement. Yeah. So then Montu probably... Whoops. Montu probably takes start player then to get Reno fence? Is that true? Maybe that's not true. Yeah. Thing is, this game's pretty low scoring because of late family growth. Game ends up being quite low scoring. Yeah, remember what co-op was a really terrible play by me. That was a really terrible play by me. Missing out on the Church Warden points is really terrible. Really terrible. I think if I get the 2 cattle here, I can win. But I need the 2 cattle and a fence action. I need both. I get screwed out of my second fence. I mean, I have to imagine Pokey or Keith is start playing, right? One of them has to be start playing. Pokio plays first. Man, Pokio's Ox have been so bad. They've been so bad. They've been quite bad. This is a hard to watch perpetual student. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe nobody start playered here. This is weird. Weird stuff. Weird stuff. Anyways, I'm pretty sure. Well, Pocoyo could 2 wood and then fence. That's more total points than stable oversea fencing. Yeah. Yeah, Pocoyo could fence too. Does he do it with his first move? Probably not. Probably doesn't do it with his first move. I wonder if Montu has a way to double Reno. If he's got like Giant or something here. There's also Meadow in the game, but it doesn't look like if Pokio's the only one that's likely to have Meadow. Or be able to play Meadow, I should say. Yeah, Montu will probably Reno fence. What's Pokio digging for? Yeah. Man, I can't believe nobody start playered here. This is kind of unreal. Doesn't Pokio want to run a fence? You would think so. But apparently not. Apparently not. So I have to start player. Right? Yeah. I'm going to take 3 wood so I start player so I get my fence action. I wonder if these guys know about something that I don't, maybe. Maybe there's something that I don't know about. That they know about that I don't. Also, definitely, like I know Monty's family growthing here. With Church Warden, we know he's family growthing. I start player nothing. So then I need to feed. So 5 food from dentist plus a loom and a bee, so I only have to pay 1. Loom bee F feed 8. Another cut willows thing. Breed that guy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like no reason not to pay for a dentist here unless I want to build a stable. The only reason not to pay for a dentist is to build a stable. So I can do the math. I'm going to family growth for 3 points in the final round. So 5 dent, 2 food, plus B plus loom. Feed 9. Yep, I have enough food. Whoops. Second action is probably 3 sheep, most likely. Monty's going to reno fence here. Might as well wood to dent. The reason not to is that it gives me the 1 point stable action. Oh, Monty deciding that stone oven is better than fencing 4. Interesting. I guess he's got the joinery. Is that it? Why do you get the cattle? Burger doesn't activate from the stone oven. Also, remember a co-op's online. Take the boar here, because this is a 3-point move. And I should put the boar on home zoo because it lets me actually hold the sheep in the event that I get it. And it's the same number of points. So then, yeah, sheep and then family growth. Final action. So yeah, I would expect Cut Willow to be pretty good, especially with a card like Banana Worker. Ock being so competitive was bad for me, and then maybe I just didn't. Yeah, like my actions were weird. My actions were super weird. Like start player for 3 food fish into 2 wood. That was a pretty terrible. That was a pretty terrible. That was not ideal. Not the way I wanted that to go. I'm amazed Pocoyo didn't fence, and then Keith didn't fence. Like what is going on here? What is going on here? I don't think I'm. You don't think I'm winning? I mean, I don't think I'm winning. I don't know. I don't know. This game is odd. Game is very odd. Like Pocoyo refusing. Like, what does Pocoyo know about Keith? What is Keith? Why is Keith refusing to Reno? Presumably, Pocoyo knows why Keith is refusing to Reno, and I don't understand any of it. Oh, I guess I can keep the sheep. I don't have to eat it. I can do that. That's a 2 points here. Let's return these 2 guys for 3 points here. 1 point Shepherd's Kitchen. Last action family growth. I breed a point. Score +6, +9. I'm only at 37. Pretty sure Pokio is beating 37. I don't understand why Keith is letting Pokio renovate here. This makes no sense. If he rebuilds the well here, like I don't understand this game. I don't understand why Keith is letting Pokio reno. This makes no sense to me. Pokio I don't understand what Pokio and Keith were doing at all. Like Pocoyo seemed to know somehow that Keith was going to let him reno, which doesn't make any sense. This is just like a very ridiculous sequence. Like Reno and Fence should have been extremely contested. Like Pocoyo has won purely off of this round 14. Pocoyo has won entirely off this round 14. He got Plauso into start player minor into major into Reno Fence. What? Think Pokio has a trick? Uh, no. I mean, Stable Master is a trick to get the fencing, but the Stable Master is not a reason not to Reno. Yeah, I don't know. This makes no sense. This makes yeah, this just made no sense. Yeah, member of a co-op was a terrible play. Really terrible play by me. Yeah, I could have absolutely won this game. I could have absolutely won this game. uh like Pocoyo getting major back after playing start player minor village well in round 14. Why didn't he reno fence? I don't know. Maybe he needed the food. I don't know. This game made no sense. The ending of this game made no sense. I'm very confused by the ending of this game. I am very confused by the ending of this game. Yeah, after jumping in for growth in 7, I should have easily been able to clear 40. That member of a co-op was such a disastrous play. And if I don't member of a co-op, Montu might have still start playered though for Steel Plow. It might not have changed that much, right? It might not have actually changed that much because Montu still might have start playered in 12. Yeah, I don't know. This game was this was a weird game. This was a very weird game. I don't know why Keith didn't reno. I don't know why Keith didn't reno. What are Keith's actions in 14? So he plows and it gives him 4 food. Okay, so that's comparable to 3. That's comparable to 3 points. Yeah. Okay. That's comparable. And then he plays Family Growth, which is exactly 3 points. And then he plays Take One Grain, which is only 2 points. So it was really just on the last move that he was supposed to run offense. But yeah, I guess I just don't understand why Pocoyo. Like, Pocoyo seemed to know actions he was getting back. Did he just predict really well? Like, I don't know. Did he pass Keith something that told him that Keith was going to do that? It just. The game was Reno. The game was tight on Reno and fences. Like, I had to start player to get first move fence in the final round. I guess what we're seeing is I did not actually need to do that. I guess that's what I'm kind of real like I didn't need to second move Reno and I didn't need to. Apparently, I didn't need to second move Reno, and apparently, I didn't need to first move Fence, which is crazy. Like, if Montu doesn't build the stone oven and instead Reno and Fences, he could have wheeled Reno, right? If Montu doesn't play Reed Nursery, right? Which, as far as I can tell, there was no reason for Montu to have played Reed Nursery. If Montu just doesn't play Reed Nursery and Reno Fences, Pocoyo, and if Pocoyo takes Plow So in that case, then Montu gets the stone, and I'm pretty sure Montu wins, right? Take away the Reed Nursery. You have to take away the Stone Oven, but you have to give him fencing. Would have been worth a couple points. Maybe not. Maybe Monty's too far behind. Weird game. Weird game. Really weird game. I did some pretty poor actions. So yeah, that 2 wood in 3 and the 1 wood in 1. Two wood in 3, 1 wood in 1. Yeah, I did some poor moves for sure. Well, I don't know that they were poor moves, but I mean I took some inefficient actions. I thought they were the best moves for me, which maybe that was just not the case. Like Pokio just entirely won because he got the 3 best actions in round 14. And I can't believe that those actions were not contested. Someone had Baroness. Obviously not Pocoyo. Would have had to have been Keith. And Keith can't get to stones, so. This was so weird. This game was so weird. So, like the thing is, it's hard to look at Keith's moves and say any of them were bad. Maybe he needed the 4 food from his plow action, right? Like maybe Keith needed the 4 food from his plow action, but like it's hard to ignore the fact that he did a plow, which was 2 points, into family growth, which was 3 points, but then into a 2-point grain over Reno fence. Like, I guess he's just not paying attention at this point, like he's done with the game. Did he need the food? If he didn't need the food from the plow, it makes it pretty strange. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Well, what made the other thing that made no sense is these guys not taking start player in 13. Pokio and Keith not taking start player in 13 made no sense. Absolutely no sense. Plauso, Reno, and Fence are all extremely contested actions. and they took none of them, and they didn't take them. Like, yeah, it was really weird. Really, really weird. And like, yeah, Reno Fence 2 was better for Pocoyo than playing Stable Master. Like, I don't know. This game was so weird. Um yeah. I think playing member of a co-op lost me that game. It's possible Montu still start players in 12, even if I don't play member of a co-op. But if he doesn't, like, I think it's pretty reasonable for me to look at Keith and Pocoyo and say, I don't know what the hell these guys were doing, but they might not have start playered for Family Growth in 13. Member of a co-op would have been fine if Family Growth flipped in 12, but when it didn't flip in 12, that was game over. What did they do in 13? This game was. Yeah, I could not believe neither of them start playered in 13. It made no sense. Like, Pokio just got every single good action. He got, like, all the best actions. So, Pokio did Family Growth. Keith. I thought Keith was going to Reno, but instead fenced 7. I thought Keith should have start playered for Reno fence. He could have done that, but then he probably might not have been able to breed all of his animals. Because I was ready to fence first move in 13. And then Pokio plays Furrier, which does nothing. And then Keith plows, so the plow is 3 points. And then Pokio takes stone, which is useless. Keith takes a vegetable for 2 points. Yeah. So Keith was gonna start player here. And he takes a vegetable. Yeah, I needed Keith to start player there. I needed Keith to start player there. Wonder if he had a playable miner. Yeah, if Keith start players there, I can win. B7-2. So Wood Collector better power than Church Warden. Interesting. Oh, Keith had Boston. Really? Oh, man. Keith had Boston. What? What the hell happened? Why didn't he play it? What does Churchyard do? Yeah, I figured Keith had to have a plow. That was the only way that him playing. Yeah, with Fitz Overseer or Farm Overseer, you're happy to have a plow. It's Stone Chimney, Tunnel, and Sculpture. So you had a bunch of miners. But yeah, you needed to get to stone. He just didn't have the actions to do so, I guess. Weird game. Weird game. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if Pocoyo Galaxy Brain that. Like, I'm trying to figure out, did Pocoyo Galaxy Brain that, or did Pocoyo just happen to get every single action and it was like the 1 in 10,000 time where you get all those moves? So I had no resources. Montu didn't want to spend his resources because of his guilds. I guess it didn't matter that he didn't get Reno. I guess that's what's weird about it is that I expected Reno Fence to be extremely contested and nobody took it. I guess that's what's really confusing me. Like, I did not need to start player in 13. Apparently I just would have gotten Fence. Makes no sense. Weird. Anyways, guys, it's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. It was a rough game. It was a rough game. I think... Yeah. I mean, really it comes down to not getting the 3 points from Church Warden. And I think it's okay to not get the 3 points from Church Warden if I don't play member of a co-op. I think doing both was disastrous, because the only time playing member of a co-op is good is because it enables me to get the Church Warden points there. Now, maybe I'm supposed to just play member of a co-op instead of like Beekeeper or something. I could have played it a lot earlier. I could have played it a lot earlier. Yeah, I don't know. It was a strange game. Very strange game. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.